Yo, what it is, it's been a minute. Not really a minute, but we was chilling for a little bit, scaled back on the interviews, but we back in motion. And I think it's important that we take the time to spotlight, not really spotlight, but my dog gave me, extended the olive branch to me, and I gotta extend the olive branch back. He don't need it, but he my dog, so he consented to coming on because he my dog. You feel me? But my boy Drew Johnson with the rundown and 7v7 Elite is here tonight. We finna talk about a bunch of stuff. We about to bring him up and get into that conversation. I'm excited because he has a 7-on-7 event this weekend, and it's going to be a great event. So he's going to talk more about that, and then we'll get into a little bit of who he is, what he does, and all those things. Brother, what's
My,
up, man?
my brother, man, this feels good. Full circle moment, man. This is the
Yes,
guy, man.
yeah,
PRMD,
man.
man. What's up, y'all?
Yeah, man. You know I had to get you on here, man. I was
Yes,
like, dang,
sir.
I need to get Drew on there. What's up,
For
man?
sure.
How's everything going, man?
Brother, man, this off season, it's always a busy time in the off season, but I guess the Florida, the South in general, is unique because it's 24/7, man. It start here in January with the 7-on-7 stuff. We get through this 3-4 months. We transition to the spring.
Right,
Following that, it's college camp season. So we'll be traveling
right.
all over college camps, and then we'll be preparing there for the summer type events and transition to the August right there. So it's a full circle type thing. You mix in basketball and track here and there. So I'm all trying to always be somewhere, brother.
Man, so the people don't know you from Polk County, 863, my boy,
Yeah,
my boy, from the heart of
yeah. For
Polk
sure.
County, man. Man, so tell them a little bit about you so that they can know who you are and that
Yeah.
type of stuff.
For sure, man. Shout out to my Polk County family. And as I always say, the Brevard family too. You know what I mean? It kind of reminds me a
Right,
little bit. It's that grit, you know what I mean? It's just that
right,
confidence you gotta have. I look better than you, I run faster than you, all that.
right,
You know what I mean? As soon as you get
right,
out the door. So I'm definitely from that, from the mud. Here I am in Polk County where you gotta get it how you live for sure. But a long journey. Y'all say that, brother, for real, Telly. It's been a long journey, but I'll microwave it for the people and won't bore y'all. But I've been through a lot in my life. I will say that, but it's taught me a lot of things along the journey as a
right,
man, and as it helped me, I guess, as a scout here, as I build relationships with people and just be who I am. I've learned that along the journey. So yeah, for sure. Grew up here in Lakeland and Polk County. Played football and basketball growing up. But after high school, went off to community college. I wanted to find a way to stay around the game. So man, I took a newspaper class in my second year of community college, not really knowing what I wanted to do. But I end up taking that class and doing some interviews on the softball and the girls basketball and stuff like that at TCC up in
right,
Tallahassee. That's why I really got the fundamentals of the game, this journalism stuff, right? Really a reporter, put my journalism hat on, and start learning that whole thing. I never really reported on people. I was playing the game, so I had to learn that process.
right,
But through that, I built relationships and I learned I can talk to people, I can relate to my community, and I can write. I feel that I can write. So I had a skill there that I wanted to build off of. So and this is for young people that want to not only want to play the game or whatever, man. You can be a reporter. So I ended up taking those skills, man. Went through a little bit of life trials and tribulations, but ended up going to UCF, where I
right,
applied and got in. So I ended up taking the sports reporting classes and going down that journey, man. And then more than anything, guys, is what I learned is hard work and networking and with people is going to take you farther than anything. I remember being in those early sports reporting classes with some of those kids. A lot of them had already, took journalism classes in high school and stuff. They already had
right,
these skills. I felt like I was so behind. But I worked my ass off, man. I'll say that. I took the teacher meetings. I went to school after school, even driving to school 2 hours every day, living out here in Polk County. So the
right.
grit, bro. That's why I talk about the grind, and the work ethic. That's gonna take you farther than a lot of people. So I realized that and just bust my ass doing as much as I can, taking on internships, working here and there. Sports Illustrated, did some Orlando Sentinel stuff. But then, man, about my last year, brother, I went to a 7v7 tournament, man. My first one, man. Shouts out to my brothers, Mark and DR7, the family month, and them. I went out there, bro,
Right,
and I just fell in love with the environment, the energy. Like it's just
right,
it's This is me. So
Right.
I start smashing that scene, man. I helped build over the platform over there with DR7 for a couple of years, and I just networked throughout the country with bus tours and whatnot with BJ Hall and stuff. So I'm just a grinder, man. I'm just like a lot of y'all are, just a grinder. But I believe in myself. That's number one thing.
Definitely, definitely. Man, 7-on-7. Let's talk about a little bit of that. I recently became a fan of 7-on-7. I respect the art of it. You know what I'm saying?
For
Like
sure,
a
man.
lot of times in the past, I was like, nah, man, that ain't real football.
Nah.
But over time, I have come to realize like it's an art. You know what I'm saying? And you
For
got to
sure.
respect the art of it. So, man.
I need to
7-on-7. Speak on that. Speak on
I
the
need
art
to
of 7-on-7.
I will say this, right? Because I know it's probably my high school coaches are watching, and even some of my scouts. You know, some of them disagree with 7-on-7. They see some of the fights and some of the stuff that go on social media, the clicks and stuff. But it can take away, I guess, from some of the core. You know, some of the people that's really doing this to help progress the kids. Right? That's what it's all about. Right? It's helping the kids get reps and stay out of trouble. So that's the number one thing when it comes to 7v7. It's helping the kids stay active. That's what I said. That's what makes Florida unique. It's because they have opportunities like this. You look around the country, some of the people don't touch the football after spring. So as you can get these kids, not after spring, but after the December period. My apologies. So after the state championships, a lot of them don't even pick the football up until the spring happens again. So as much as you can get these kids acclimated to these type of environments, that's why I like 7-on-7, man. Especially at the elite level. A lot of these kids are traveling in from different states and whatnot in different regions. So some of the kids that you might have not played against on Friday night, you have an opportunity to compete against some of these top level kids. You might be a no-star kid that's really like that. You might be a Tank Harvey, right? And and you go against a 4-star, 5-star kid and you do them in. And a guy like myself can say, wait, who is that kid? And now, of course, guys, 7v7, you're not really gonna get an offer, right? You're not gonna get an offer from a 7-on-7 weekend, like, hey, we like you, what you're doing. But guys like myself and our college coaches, they look at certain things, they identify certain traits that a kid can do on a weekend like this against a top level kids or whatnot. They go follow you throughout the off season, look at your Friday night film and evaluate you for a year or so, and you check some boxes, then you might land yourself a verbal offer. It might be quicker. It depends on the kid, but a kid has an opportunity to get on a radar with just a weekend like this. It takes a click, a highlight, a blur. That's all it takes for a kid that goes to a Titusville, that goes to an astronaut, that goes to a Space Coast, that goes to one of these schools. They can come out here this type of weekend like this, ball, and get your name on the radar. So that's what 7-on-7 can be about if it's ran the right way. That's why I shout out to my brother Nick and Lee with 7v7 Elite, Miles and Landlin, the team over there. It's done the right way, right? The refs are usually vetted. They're usually out there on Friday nights. They know what they're doing. So the structure is good. They don't play that. None of that BS, knucklehead stuff, right? So that's number one. It's a structured tournament logistically wise. And the competition is always want to be the top level. We want the top level competition. We want the kids to be able to have fun out there as well. So add on the media team, add on the graphics that we're doing, top performers, the write-ups, the shows. It's a full thing where a kid can be evaluated on a weekend. So that's what 7v7 should be about when it's done the right way, brother.
Definitely. So let's talk a little bit about the 7v7 Elite Series. You're going to a couple different places. In Tampa a couple weeks ago. Can you fill us in about that series of events that y'all are doing?
Sure, brother. Yeah. So 7v7 Elite Championship Series. It's the wave now. You feel me? It's like that now, man.
Yeah, I respect it. I respect it, brother.
Yeah. Well, I'm the director of scouting over there now. So, you know what I mean? We're trying to elevate the game when it comes to a 7-on-7 weekend. So, yeah, we kicked off things at the Tampa Classic out there in St. Pete. Had some high-level teams out there from Hellstar. Doughboys came out of town. Of course, you had your local 24Ks and your Prime 8s and whatnot. So, it was elite-level tournament. We went on and transitioned to South Florida. There's some good teams out there too. We have Prolific out there from New Jersey, and of course some of the local guys, Motion Boys and War Cons, and like that. So this weekend we'll be in Viera in Melbourne. That's why I'm happy to be on the show with my brother. It works out. So,
yes, sir.
If you're a Brevard kid, and what we trying to do, brother, what 7v7 Elite is to before they steal it, right, is a Friday night lights type thing. You got
Okay.
Saturday pool play and you got
Yeah.
Sunday championship Sundays, but how can we utilize Friday nights, right? So we're gonna
Right.
start doing, invite only scrimmages to where we select some teams that'll be there on the weekend that we want to see go at it. We can weed through the wires and and let them two go at it and scrimmage each other, or 3 or 4 teams. And we also want to do a 1v1 showdown type thing. So if you
Okay.
tapped in with my brother Telly, he been tagging all y'all up from Holy Trinity, everyone. I know y'all. I'm in Monterey, Titusville now. Come on now.
Hey, for real,
I
man.
know Brevard. I shout out my Brevard people, but if you feel like you're under the radar from Brevard to Jacksonville down to Miami, man, this is a perfect opportunity for my quarterbacks, my receivers, my DBs, the big boys. Hey, we got the Burger Boys out there too. If one of y'all want to get grabbed up, just let me know. So it's like that.
Right.
So we want to elevate Friday nights and get even more exposure on the kids. So interviews, all that, TikToks and stuff like that. We'll have the whole 9. So I'm looking forward to this weekend. I know there'll be a few other tournaments, but if you got time, you're not registered already, go ahead, 77elite.com.
Okay. And also, brother, I have to talk to you about Zion. I seen him in your picture at your camp, but his pops told me they was gonna come through. They seen you and everything. So how was he out there? Was it a good showing at that camp?
Man, my Florida family, we just experienced a cold I ain't never felt in my life. Right? This was cold out there. So I appreciate. Shouts out to my prep Redzone family, Larry Bluestein. We had John Garcia out there from Prospects and Alex Dono from the Miami Hurricanes podcast with Locked On Canes. So we had some guys out there to evaluate these kids. And as I said, it was cold, bro. It was cold, and it was a rescheduled event, right? Yeah. The first time around we had this event, it was about to be over 100 kids, a lot of quarterbacks and a lot of athletes. But this time around, we had about 15 to 19 quarterbacks and up to about 50+ kids. So it was still a good turnout. But in regards to Sandy, he was amongst some other good young quarterbacks, some 2028s out there, even a 2029 type kid and 2030 and Gavin Pritzkow. So there was some competitive quarterbacks, but he looked good going through drills. That's one thing I wanted to see. Is he going to be able to be mobile type kid, you know what I'm saying, dual threat, or is he a stand in the pocket type guy? I know he can spin it, right? That's one thing. So I seen him run the 40, seen him going through the drills, the L drill and whatnot. So I know he's an athletic kid. And he looked good spinning it, right? We didn't have the most wide receivers out there. We had Amari Hill and a Vasquez kid out there with Southlake. But, man, I wish we had a better opportunity to really evaluate them, bro. It was cold. It was windy. We had to wake him up a little bit. Yeah, it was. But he looked good. Like I told you, he looked solid. But I'll have more opportunities if Pop's listening. I'll have more opportunities to evaluate him here in the offseason on some of these circuits and whatnot. So he definitely is. He put up the numbers. I was telling the kids out there, Space Coast kid, he got the numbers now.
Right. Shout out to Zion, man. Kevin Verpel. Kevin. From what I've seen, Kevin has been doing his thing. I haven't been hands-on with it as much as I probably could have, but I have been seeing him doing a little something with the Yard Boys. Him and Deshaun Thomas, them boys, they already play together.
Boys.
Yeah, they already play together
in the building.
Right? Yeah,
they will be in the building.
I think Kevin. I think they'll put on the show this weekend.
Really quick, I'm glad you brought up Kevin and Deshaun Thomas, because these are two kids who I met on this circuit. I was just going out to cover the circuit before I was on the team. And I met these two kids, right? And Kevin, his recruitment wasn't what it was right now. It wasn't Pittsburgh commit, right?
Yeah.
But man, I remember like being one of the early guys to help push kids like that. Deshaun Thomas, you look at him at Merritt Island, you see what he can do. You see his frame, you see his upside. But I seen that on the 7-on-7 circuit before I knew what they could do on Friday nights. But I followed them throughout, and look what happens. All those traits translated, and you end up being a Pittsburgh commit. So Kevin's a perfect example of a kid that can come out, dominate the offseason circuit, and then look up and be a Pittsburgh D1 Power 5 commit.
I think Kevin got the potential to really get that 4th star. I think he can end up with a 4th star. And who knows? Pitt might not be the end of the road for his recruitment. It could get bigger, but I don't want to get on here stirring up controversy. We'll
see how it plays out, right?
Yeah,
he definitely continue to continue to compete on the circus, right? These Elite 11s, these Nike openings, you know what I mean? Get out and compete amongst even the country's best if you can. If you get an invite, don't be afraid to compete. You got to travel to Cali, Vegas, wherever it is. If you want to be that type of guy, embrace it. You know what I mean? Embrace it. So shouts out to Kevin, though, for sure.
Definitely,
bunch of kids out there in Brevard I want to talk about.
Definitely. Let's also Zion. I don't know if he plays on the 7-on-7 team.
I don't know. I do think talking with Landland though. I think it's Corbin and the Egali kids. I think they're gonna be out there with the Doughboys.
They with the they're gonna be with the Doughboys. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to say the right or wrong thing now. But the Doughboys will be in the building.
I did see a little message being sent across that said something about somebody want to play.
I want to see them Jets though. I haven't seen that one kid since he played a year or so ago. I think I seen him with Big Hits or something like that. And I was like, God, 2020. Who is this guy? You know what I mean? A year ago, I'm like, what?
Hey, Big Hits really did have a solid team. Like he had a couple kids on his team.
I think that's where I seen him at. So that had to be. I remember taking a picture of the kid, and I was like, God, damn, this man's an 8th grader at the time. I'm like, whoa. So yeah. You know, now look up, you got them 50 offers. So yeah,
right. So whatever team they own this weekend, and I think that's the beauty of 7-on-7. If your team, the team you originally play for, ain't somewhere, you can always jump with another group of guys, and it's not no hard feelings about it or anything like that.
But that's why some people might be weary, you know what I mean? That's why I do like some of the teams that do rock out with the high school kids. I will give a shout out to Manatee 7-on-7. Because, brother, about 99% of those kids are going to play on the team. You know what I mean? So they're building the chemistry. They're building the timing with each other and the camaraderie throughout the offseason so they can utilize these reps. By the time they get to spring, it's just time to put on the pads. You know what I mean? So
definitely.
Yeah, so,
and that's I was about to mention that I am growing. This is part of the reason I've grown a great appreciation for it, because I see that skilled players from certain teams are getting together on one team and building that camaraderie, and you see it translate to the season. You know, people always get caught up in the back and forth rah of it all, but they don't see that teams are actually putting in that work and building camaraderie and get chemistry with each other.
Look at the Florida High School Association. They just had a sanctioned little 7-on-7 event where I think Lake Nona or somebody won it like that. So, bro, anytime you can get out there as a quarterback, work your footwork, work your mechanics, you're going through your reads and your progressions, getting your timing right. And as a receiver, working your releases, going through your breaks, working your hands, and as DBs, working your leverages and working your schemes, knowing where to be at. There's no way this doesn't benefit the kid, right? If it's done the right way, you're with the right program, you're around the right coaches and brotherhood, you're only getting reps and getting eyes on things before they happen in Friday nights. It's like Scully's, like they do this in the NFL. You know what I mean? So, like I said, of course, there's some bad apples out there. And then there's just some things that coaches don't like you said. Some kids might live in Houston and travel to damn Florida on a weekend, and they got high school obligations just to go compete on that battle circuit, whatever. You know what I mean? So there's some things that some coaches, it's never gonna be perfect. But for the good things, bro. Come on, man. Let's focus on the good.
Definitely. Can we talk about like the difference? Like you got the battles, like you said, then you got the pylons and 7v7 elite. What's the difference between those? And if there is a difference, how's that for the people that may not know?
Yeah, well, of course, I'm over here with 7-on-7 elite. Shout out the brand, but you got guys like OT7 and Pylon and Hero that's been doing this for a while, right? They've done the work and they've invested in the 7-on-7. As you see, OT7 has the NFL recording their games and stuff like that. So that just provides even NFL GMs an opportunity to get eyes on kids early. So when you can provide value like that, of course, they got money out there. We're talking about out that net, you know what I mean? They got bread, come down to the resources for sure. But when you got resources like that, it attracts the high-level kids, attracts the high-level programs from around the country that want to compete and have that opportunity to play in front of coaches on a network like that. It's next level. So that's why I do appreciate it. And OT7, of course, they do their own thing when it comes to exposure. I will say that. I don't want to talk too much about the comp, but they both they do a good job, you know what I'm saying, at what they do. And as I said, with 7-on-7 Elite, we're trying to elevate the brand here in Florida. I'll say it, it's the #1 Florida-based 7-on-7 organization. I know teams come through here and dip into Florida and dip right back out. But this is a Florida-based thing that we try to stay home, maybe dip into Atlanta, Alabama, maybe here and so, but this is a Florida thing. That's why I say if you're in the state, you're under the radar kid or under the radar program, and you feel like you need to get some exposure, you want to be here 3-4 times, and you can dip into maybe to a DR7 or here and there. But this is Florida. This is homegrown. This is what we do.
I'm going to have to check in with my dogs and ask them, the Brevard Elite Reapers. Shout out to them.
Reapers, man.
Take them. They got a little team and they building something. I gotta ask.
They're gonna be there on the scrimmage. I think they're scrimmaging.
Okay.
Yeah. They'll be. So he on the Reapers. Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah, he on the Reapers. He on the Reapers. Dion on the Reapers.
I need to see him on a 1v1 type deal, man. Tank, if you listening, I'm calling out all Brevard right now, man.
Call them out, man.
Call them out. If you a kid in Brevard County, I don't care what school you go to, quarterback, receiver. If you're not out there Friday night for this showdown, man, you don't want no exposure, man. I'm trying to get Villa Marzo out there this week. I'm trying to get the guys out there so we can get eyes on y'all, man. Like, this is what y'all want. Are you gonna go be another number or another kid at one of these big camps and you know what I mean, and just get lost in the sauce? So this is a good opportunity, I said, to get straight to a guy like myself and make some of these top performer graphics, get yourself highlighted as a top performer on Friday Night Showdown. Hey, man, what else you need, brother?
So let me ask you this. If they want to be a part of this on Friday night, how do they be do they reach out to you personally?
Yeah.
Or do they just show up on Friday night?
Yeah.
How does that work?
Once we get these little, you know what I'm saying, back end stuff done and calculated here, we'll figure out a time that we want to do. And then I'm gonna get a little graphic out. I'm gonna put out the graphic. So you see the time, we're gonna allot the time because we do got scrimmages. I'm gonna figure out where we're gonna do it at. And I'm gonna just put the graphic in the time out, man. If you're in the area and you want to come out and get some work in, and pull up, you know what I'm saying? Pull up with the guy, carpool, whatever you need, you know what I'm saying?
For real. Hey, you gotta get there. Yeah, because this exposure can go a long way. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely
can definitely change everything.
Well, it can help your recruitment profile. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. If you went to a school that you felt like was under the radar, or you had 400 or 500 receiving yards, whatever, 600-700 rushing yards, and you didn't get the most exposure, come to a thing like this, cook, man. I'm telling you, man. You know how it gets, bro. We see a kid out there working on 1v1, moving kids out of the way. I got to go again. We need him right there. You know what I'm saying? We need him to go at it right now. One-on-one, like, it gets like that. You figure out who the dog is and who the pups is real quick. You know what I mean? It real quick. Who the dogs is. So that's why
we don't need no people hiding behind the
you start seeing shit. Oh, he only went 2 times. That's all I need. He ain't like that. You know what I mean? I was just playing, y'all. Let me take it back. For real. This is my dog first time on the show.
But no, seriously, man. I definitely think we got a lot of guys that should be out there, and I'm gonna make sure I start hitting them up and letting them know y'all need to make sure y'all tapped in with Drew. So when you drop that flyer, don't duck wreck.
Hey, man, Friday night, I need Friday night standouts. I want to do something like that. I'm calling out coach too. I'm calling out my dog, Melbourne coach Robinson, dog. I need you out there.
Okay, yeah. Hey, that boy he gonna show up now.
He said he got some kids. He might put a team together. So I'm trying to see Brevard specialists out here, man.
He hit me up. He hit me up and told me he was gonna holler at you. So I'm glad he did that.
Yeah, he did, man. We ended up talking, man. Like I told you, I'm honorary Brevard County. It's love out there, man.
So let's talk about some of the people, or they could be from Brevard, it could be from elsewhere, that you expect to see big things from this weekend, or some people that we should be looking out for this weekend.
So I will say I'm excited to see the Florida Yard Boys. I will say some programs that I'm excited to see. I am excited to see the Florida Yard Boys. I am excited to see the Burger Boys. I know it's funny and fun and games, but I do like to see the big boys get out there and work. But be real though, I like the Zone 6 Reapers and Brevard Elite. Brevard Elite will be out there as well for Brevard County. So I am interested to see them, but I know 24K will be out there with their 14U with Adam Franco. 5-star.
Shout out to Franco. Hey, Franco mad at me right now, but we're shout out to Franco.
I know, man. Dang, man. Y'all know me. I'm a peaceful guy. I like to bridge the gap, man. So y'all, come on, love y'all. That's my dog, bro. Both of y'all, bro. 24K will be out there. I believe in Warcon will come back up. I think Air 352 boys will be out there with Amari Hill and them boys again. As I said, 5-star will be out there. Coach Brooks and them boys. I think Underdog Mentality is sending the team out as well. So we expecting some good talent for sure. It's always a good one right here in Viera. I do know my brothers will be out in the area as well for another tournament. So I know they're getting some of the Gridiron Elites and stuff, stuntmans and stuff like that. So yeah, we're competing right now, but I know it'll be a solid tournament, no doubt.
With a Hellstar, what is it? Paradise City.
Paradise City, man.
Will they be able to make it? Or they ain't gonna be there?
Paradise City in Vegas, man. You know they Hollywood right now. I know Atlanta in Vegas this weekend, man. That's my brother, man.
Shout out to Polkway, man.
They need to be on them circuits, though, man. Them high level kids, and to take an opportunity of circuits like that. That's what I'm saying. If you can go to a 770 Elite here and there. And then, like, if you're a big time brand like that, dip into some of those tournaments where your kids can compete against some of the 4- and 5-star guys. That's what you want. That's as you elevate your own brand. As some of these coaches watching, everybody wants their brand to be on the national stage, right? You feel me, bro? So it's all love. It's all love to the Paradise City fam.
Shout out to Paradise City, man. So, man, where else will y'all be taking this after y'all make y'all Viera stop? How many more stops do y'all have with it?
Yeah, bro. So let me pull up the schedule here. I do know after this one, we will be in Lake City. So my Gainesville family, we already got people registering already. I was like, God, they ready already. They ready to go. They ready. Lake City one. So all right, Lake City, they ready to go.
Shout out Lake City.
I'm tripping. Before that, we're gonna be in Polk County.
Okay, they go back to the
I might need Telly out there for that one too. Now we need Telly and Polk. What we gonna do? That episode?
Yeah, man. We gotta come to Polk, man.
Come on, man. We'll mic up.
We gotta come to Polk, man. For real.
We'll be in Bartow, I believe. So it's the Orlando one, but it'll be Bartow. Then we'll be in Lake City. Then we'll be in Atlanta, March 14th to 15th. And then we'll wrap up in April on the 18th and 19th. But I will say, one before then, I ain't gonna say too much, but I want to do an invite only type thing, like top 30 type thing. So if you're listening now, be on the lookout for that. Tank Harvey, I might slide you in there.
Right, he gotta slide my dog in there. He gonna compete, right? He gonna compete.
Oh yeah, I want to do something, man.
Man, it's a couple other guys on that team that I feel like you need to know about. Malik. I think Malik's last name is Britt. Malik is a guy that you need. Yeah, Malik was just in Washington, in Seattle. He's from Titusville though, so he just moved out there for this year, and so he was out there. He's a kid you need to watch out for. Dion is a kid that you need to watch out for.
Captain role. I want to see him in the role. I want to see the Corbin in the role kid.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is Joseph Allen good? Is he playing now?
I don't think Joseph is playing. I think they said he wasn't supposed to get back active until the summertime. So
I'm about to go through Brevard real quick. What's Brevard looking like? I'll ask the Q's out there, man.
Yeah, we got a couple guys. We got a couple guys. So the Bill just
Champ playing. Is Champ playing with anybody?
I don't know who Champ is playing for. If he's playing with anybody, it would probably be 24K or somebody right. Of that nature, or 5-star. But I don't think.
You're right. 5-star might be.
Yeah. So, Troy Silverzon is a kid that you got to watch out for.
Is he playing? Is he on the team?
Yeah, he's on the 5-star team. But they might be. It might be on the Doughboy team this week. I don't know. Eli Mitchell is another one that it would have gonna be out there. Yeah, he's gonna be out there. Yeah, it's a couple guys out there, man.
Is Noah Flores playing?
I don't know if Noah's playing. I don't
That's
know.
what I found. That's why I discovered Noah, man, on the 7-on-7 circuit, man. You see a guy like
no,
that strapping up, catching the ball, you're like, oh, shit, right there, man.
Noah is a
Nicholas
little
Teeter
Jim,
type
man.
vibes, you know, Teeter
Yeah,
out there.
yeah,
That's why
man.
I find these kids,
I'm
man.
gonna really have to go and look at some of who's on what teams and all that, so I can really get a feel for it. But I am
The
going to
teams,
make.
man. We calling out the schools, man. What a
Yeah,
chits at, man. One-on-one.
yeah.
Come out here and get
Hey,
it
that's what I'm
in.
saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm about to make
But
sure
hold on
tonight.
now. Brevard, though, don't come out with no knucklehead stuff, man. Don't make me have to get
Nah,
no security out there and stuff, man. I know
nah.
y'all like folks, man. Come on, dog. Don't bring the knucklehead. I know y'all
Hey,
go at it out there.
hey,
Come out there and
we
compete,
we
dog.
we, we ain't doing no fighting, man. We just
No
having a good
knucklehead
time.
stuff, man.
But yeah, man, I definitely gonna make sure I promote the one-on-one and tell the kids, look, man,
That's what
y'all need to be a
that's
part
what
of
I
this.
told them. I told
Yeah,
these they better do it, dog. I don't care what we got to do. We gonna do them
right,
one-on-ones. Like that's what kids
right,
want to do. You go to a camp, a combine, whatever. They don't want to run no 40. They don't want to do no L, no 5, 10, 5.
right,
Man, what we doing, coach? When is the one-on-ones? That's what everybody's
right,
stressing. So that's
right.
what we want to see anyway. So if you can get straight to it, let's go ahead and get straight to it, brother. So yeah.
Definitely, man. Man, so anyways, I thank you for coming on. You know, it's all love.
Man, I
Had to
told you,
get you
bro.
on here. Had to get you
Before
on
I
here,
get off,
brother.
though, let me give me like a couple minutes to talk about the rundown, man. The rundown for
Definitely,
sure. So
definitely. I was finna give you the
shout out,
floor for it.
shout out to my 7v7 elite family. Shout out to Prep Redzone, you know what I'm saying? For sure. That's what we do every day, trying to get, put articles out on you kids. I do it off the muscle, right? You asked me that at the beginning of the show. That's one thing I learned about myself too, right? Is I really do enjoy helping people get to the next level, like especially people that come from where we come from, even helping to educate the parents about what it means to be on this recruiting journey. So I fell in love with that aspect too, man. I don't make no money for this type of stuff, but it just helps. It just makes me feel good when I can help a kid get into get into school or get a scholarship so their parents don't got to pay for it. So
Right.
that's number one. So that's what the rundown came out of. If you haven't, man, make sure you follow me at Real News 102 and go follow the Rundown 102. That's what that started as, man. If y'all don't know, the origins of that was just me wanting to start a show to help kids in Polk County, like seniors. Oh, I felt like that was like that, bro. That wasn't getting the most recruiting attention. Is to put them on the show, have them on, let coaches be able to hear them speak, talk about their accolades and talk about their journey, and the coaches get a whole perspective on them just through watching my show.
Right.
I remember doing that for months, man. It live shows had like 10 views, you know what I mean? But I
Right.
was doing it. I was doing it for the love. I didn't care. So
Right.
that's what that started off of, just putting exposure on kids in my city, man. But it evolved from there to me doing like a radio type show where I have guys like Telly on and have 2-3 guys on to help give you guys value and different perspectives. So I
Right.
smashed that thing the whole Friday night season. Telly was a part of it, and a lot of other brothers as well. So I appreciate the guys that join and give their insights on my show. So that's why Telly asked me to come on. It's no problem. And from there, it just transitioned to me putting myself on the mic. You know what I mean? Miking myself up, hiring a cameraman, and doing documentary type style videos to where we travel to schools. They welcome us in the pregame. We show these people like they don't see some of the stuff that these kids do to warm up and get ready in the locker room and hear the coach talking to
Right.
them. So we try to give them that POV. And it's going to continue to evolve. I got something up my sleeve. I will say that I want to do here, getting closer to this spring. So for my coaches, man, yeah, I ain't gonna say too much, but just be waiting for an invite. I want to do something in person or in the studio type thing. So I'll just say that, you know what I mean? I'd rather just do it and talk about it. So I will say much love to my brother, man. As I said, man, he been smashing that dog. If you in Brevard, I know whatever be happening, this and that. But my brother does this. I know he loves his city. I know he loves
Right.
his people, right? That's as I resonate with him with. So it's all love. I can see that from him, whatever comes with it. Comes with it. But yeah, that's what it's all about, man. So shout out to my brother, man. He can have me on anytime. As I said, Real News 102. Make sure you follow me, Twitter, Instagram, and the Rundown 102, man. Really trying to that's my baby right now. So I'm really trying to grow that thing. But Said one more time, if you're in Brevard, if you got a team, make sure you be there for sure. But I'm trying to open up the floor for the one-on-ones, dog. You want to come get to it, just get with me or get with Telly. I had Telly out there on Friday night, put something in his stomach, you know what I mean? No Diddy, feed him real quick, put the gas tank up, have him out there on Friday night, man. So much love, man. Much
Come
love,
see
y'all.
what's going on. Man, we're gonna have you back. You know, spring coming up. We're gonna have to talk about that. But thanks for coming on, man. You know it's all love, brother. I appreciate you.
Man, it's all love, bro. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep smashing this, bro. I'm telling you, bro. You already got something on Spaces. You know what I mean? My boy already got #1 Spaces.
All right. I appreciate it, man.
It's all love with me, bro. Much love to my Brevard family, bro. If I see y'all out there, I don't. It's all love. I'll see y'all this spring for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh man, that's my boy, man. Shout out to my boy Drew Johnson, man. Real stand-up individual, Polk County, man. That's my boy for real, man. So, like I said, man, this is going to be very, very, very big. Like, it's going to be real big this weekend. And I wanted to make sure that I took the time to tell y'all and spotlight it so that others can see what was going on and see what's good, what they're putting out. Shout out to 7v7 Elite. Shout out to my boy Drew Johnson. Shout out to the team that's all building something. They putting something together. They got some things going on. And y'all need to be a part of it. So if you think you slept on, if you are an athlete in Brevard County and you think you slept on, this weekend is for you. Don't you sleep. Don't you play yourself. You need to be out there. And if you're not doing it, if you have not done it yet, you need to be following PRMD on all social media platforms. It's PRMD Media, the PRMD Media on Twitter, formerly known as Twitter, but now known as X. That's PRMD Media. And the PRMD Media on Instagram. Make sure you're following us, keeping up with all that we're doing. We got a lot coming. We've been sleeping a little bit, but we ain't sleep. We've been sleeping a little bit, but we ain't sleep. So understand we got something that's really going to be brewing, man. I really think this is going to be a real good thing. So make sure that you can be a part of this weekend. You feel me? Yeah, I want y'all to be out there. I want Brevard to show up in a very big way so that others can know that we building something in Brevard. And we got to stop through here. You got to stop through Brevard. When you're looking for athletes, you got to stop through Brevard County. You cannot not stop through Brevard County. So make sure y'all hit that follow button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all are following on social media, keeping up with all that PRMD is doing. We're going to bring y'all heat after heat after heat after heat after heat. Have a good evening. It has been real.